On July 24, 1783, Simón Bolívar was born in Caracas, Venezuela, to wealthy parents, Juan Vicente Bolívar y Ponte and María de la Concepción Palacios y Blanco. In his early years, Bolívar was influenced by Enlightenment ideals, which shaped his vision for independence and governance. Tragedy struck early in Bolívar's life when he lost his parents, shaping his resolve to fight for justice and liberty. As a young man, Bolívar traveled to Europe, where he witnessed the effects of revolution and democracy, deepening his revolutionary fervor. Inspired, Bolívar returned to Venezuela in 1807, ready to lead the fight against Spanish colonial rule. In 1810, Bolívar joined the struggle, first becoming a representative in the Venezuelan Congress, advocating for independence. His first military victory came in 1813, capturing Caracas and earning the title Liberator. But the joy was fleeting. Internal conflicts and Spanish counterattacks forced Bolívar and his troops to retreat. After regrouping and strategizing, Bolívar launched a successful expedition, liberating much of northern South America from Spanish rule. Throughout his campaigns, Bolívar established the foundations for the future political landscape of Venezuela and other Colombian states. By 1821, Bolívar achieved the monumental Battle of Carabobo, sealing Venezuela's independence. After independence, Bolívar became the first president of Gran Colombia in 1821, promoting unity among liberated territories. He also founded the Republic of Bolivia, named in his honor, solidifying his legacy across South America. Despite his achievements, Bolívar faced political turmoil and conflicts of leadership among the newly formed nations. In 1830, disillusioned by ongoing disputes and division, Bolívar resigned from political life and moved into seclusion. Simón Bolívar passed away on December 17, 1830, leaving behind a complex legacy as a revolutionary leader and statesman. His influence reached beyond his lifetime, inspiring future generations of leaders and movements across Latin America. Bolívar's vision of a united South America continues to resonate among leaders and citizens striving for cooperation today. In recognition of his legacy, countless monuments and institutions are named in Bolívar's honor, celebrating his contributions. As a child, Bolívar was admired for his intelligence and charm, catching the attention of influential figures within the Venezuelan elite. At the age of 14, Bolívar was sent to Europe for his education, where he first witnessed the impact of revolutionary movements, nurturing his aspirations for independence. His time in France coincided with the onset of the French Revolution, profoundly influencing Bolívar's ideals on liberty and governance. Upon returning to Venezuela, Bolívar became involved with the independence movement, advocating for the rights of his countrymen and uniting varied factions under a common cause. In 1810, Bolívar joined the Caracas junta, marking the beginning of his active role in the fight for independence from Spanish rule. In 1811, Venezuela formally declared independence, and Bolívar quickly rose as a key military leader, demonstrating exceptional battle strategies. Despite early victories, Bolívar faced harsh defeats due to internal strife and Spanish retaliation, testing his resolve as a leader. In 1813, Bolívar captured Caracas, reclaiming it for the Patriots, earning him the title Liberator, a pivotal moment in his career. The subsequent years were marked by continuous warfare, as Bolívar fought to maintain independence against both royalist forces and regional rivalries. By 1821, Bolívar's forces achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Carabobo, solidifying Venezuelan independence and boosting his reputation as a liberator. Bolívar's success led to the creation of Gran Colombia, a republic comprising modern-day Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, and Panama, with Bolívar its first president. His vision, however, struggled amidst political conflicts and regional inconsistencies, prompting Bolívar to seek greater centralization of government. Despite his contributions, Bolívar faced growing opposition, and in 1826, he reluctantly resigned from the presidency of Gran Colombia. Following his resignation, Bolívar chose a life of seclusion, retreating to the countryside of Venezuela in search of peace after tumultuous years of fighting. By 1830, Bolívar's health began to decline, and he experienced the profound sorrow of witnessing the divisions that had arisen in the republic he fought to unite. Bolívar passed away on December 17, 1830, in Santa Marta, Colombia, leaving a profound legacy that would resonate throughout Latin America. His ideological legacy continued to inspire future generations, encouraging independence movements across Latin America long after his death. Monuments and statues dedicated to Bolívar were erected throughout Latin America, commemorating his contributions and enduring spirit of revolution. Bolívar's impact extended beyond military leadership, as he became a symbol of social justice and equality in the region. His dream of a unified Latin America echoed through political discourses and movements, often invoking his ideology of collective freedom. Scholars and historians continue to study Bolívar's life, seeking to understand the complexities of his leadership and vision for a better society. Bolívar's philosophies influenced various political ideologies, contributing to the discourse on nationalism and socialism across Latin America. Various countries in Latin America have named institutions, streets, and public places in his honor, ensuring his lasting presence in the cultural landscape. Bolívar's life is portrayed in numerous books, films, and plays, reflecting the dramatic narrative of struggle and heroism that defines his legacy. Internationally, Bolívar remains a symbol of anti-colonial struggle, whose quotes are referenced by leaders advocating for social justice around the world. Even today, Bolívar's vision of unity and sovereignty continues to inspire politicians and activists across Latin America, shaping contemporary debates. Simón Bolívar was born on July 24, 1783, in Caracas, Venezuela, to wealthy parents, Juan Vicente Bolívar and María de la Concepción Palacios y Blanco. Their prosperous background provided him with an education that shaped his future aspirations. Recognizing his intelligence and charm, Bolívar's parents ensured he received an education that fostered his ambitions. At just 14, he was sent to Spain for further studies, where he was exposed to Enlightenment ideas and revolutionary movements, laying the foundation for his future role as a leader. During his time in Europe, Bolívar witnessed the fervor of the French Revolution, inspiring him to envision a liberated Latin America. The ideals of liberty and equality strongly influenced his aspirations, igniting a passion for independence against colonial rule. After returning to Venezuela in 1807, Bolívar joined the independence movement, quickly making a name for himself. In 1810, he became a member of the Caracas junta, advocating strongly for his country's freedom from Spanish rule, showcasing his commitment to the cause. In 1811, Venezuela declared its independence, with Bolívar emerging as a key military leader, using his intelligence to execute strategic battles. He led numerous campaigns against Spanish forces, showcasing his exceptional military prowess, despite facing defeats due to internal conflicts. In 1813, Bolívar achieved a monumental victory by recapturing Caracas, solidifying his reputation as the liberator of Venezuela, inspiring hope among the populace, and gaining followers eager to join the fight for independence. Despite gaining momentum, Bolívar encountered numerous challenges, including internal divisions within the revolutionary ranks and relentless Spanish counterattacks, which threatened the success of the independence movement. The turning point came with the decisive Battle of Carabobo in 1821, where Bolívar's leadership and tactics culminated in a significant victory that solidified Venezuela's independence and led to the establishment of Gran Colombia. Following the success in Venezuela, Bolívar became the first president of Gran Colombia, aiming to unify the newly independent territories, but faced immense political opposition and regional rivalries that challenged his vision. His ambition to create a cohesive federation faced significant obstacles, resulting in political infighting and disillusionment among his allies. By 1826, Bolívar resigned due to the mounting pressures and conflicts within Gran Colombia. Retreating to the Venezuelan countryside, Bolívar sought peace and reflection as his health began to decline. The man who fought so fiercely for freedom was now grappling with personal loss and political isolation. Simón Bolívar passed away on December 17, 1830, in Santa Marta, Colombia. His death marked the end of a monumental life dedicated to the cause of independence, leaving behind a complicated legacy as a leader. Bolívar's legacy as a liberator transcended his lifetime, inspiring future generations to seek freedom, social justice, and unity throughout Latin America. His philosophies continue to influence contemporary political thought in the region. Numerous statues, memorials, and institutions named after Bolívar serve as a reminder of his indelible impact on Latin American history, highlighting his role in shaping the fight against colonialism. Bolívar's vision for a united South America continues to inspire political movements today. His ideas on independence and governance are debated within contemporary movements, shaping discussions on autonomy and unity. His life and legacy are celebrated through various cultural expressions, including literature, music, and art, which pay homage to his revolutionary spirit and enduring influence on Latin American culture. Bolívar's influence also extends beyond politics. His commitment to social justice resonates with various movements advocating for equality and human rights across Latin America. Bolívar is often cited as a symbol of resistance against imperialism and colonialism, inspiring leaders and thinkers worldwide to challenge oppression in various forms throughout history. In educational institutions across Latin America, Bolívar's life is taught as an essential part of history, highlighting his pivotal role in shaping national identities and independence narratives. Bolívar's writings and letters continue to be studied for their philosophical insights, reflecting his deep thoughts on governance, ethics, and human rights, which contribute to ongoing discourse in modern political theory. The impact of Bolívar's leadership extends to artistic representations, with films, documentaries, and novels dramatizing his life, providing a narrative thread that connects the past to the present. As initiatives honoring Bolívar's legacy reinforce his status as a national hero, various countries in Latin America celebrate his birthday, July 24th, with ceremonies and events highlighting his contributions to freedom and unity. The spirit of Bolívar lives on in the hopes and aspirations of younger generations who view him as a beacon of inspiration in their quest for social change and a better future.